You've been ready for this. I'm gonna hype you up.
No, don't hype me up.
Hey.
So, since the Forever Duncan thing happened, stop, baby. Since the Forever Duncan thing happened,
no, this is your baby. This is your
people
moment.
have.
You've been
Baby, please,
this.
you're taking the.
All right.
People have Christians, the holier than thou, can quote every scripture from the Bible. Jesus, God is almighty. He's omnipotent. Christians have talked about how great God is, and then in the same breath question the work that He's doing in someone else's life that has absolutely nothing to do with them, right? That leads us to believe that it's not you questioning God's work in their life. It's you questioning why God isn't moving in your life. So you project that onto us.
Well, tell them what you're talking about, because they don't really
So
know.
people feel like that people have we've been tagged in posts. We've seen posts of people saying that we don't deserve what God has given us. We don't deserve a platform to counsel couples, but we don't counsel couples. We're not marriage counselors. We're not doctors in that light. That's not what we claim to be. We've never claimed to be that. We are certified coaches, certified facilitators to help couples, engage couples, some married couples, dating couples, into giving them the practical way on communication, effective intimacy, and things like that. So people are speaking from what they see other people say, and they're assuming that these are the things that we are, and they're assuming that God gave us these things. Well, no, not even God gave us, because apparently God didn't give us this.
Right. The world gave us
this. The world gave us this. But if the world gave us this, we would be in this lavish, big, huge house, right? Like if the world gave us this, they would have to really
give us that bread.
Give us that bread to do this. But that's not who gave us this. God gave us this platform because He chooses the unqualified all the time to do qualifying jobs. He chooses a homeless man to save somebody's life. He chooses because we don't have PhDs and all of that. That doesn't mean that we can't help someone that has been married for 25 years seek intimacy and find their way back to loving their partner.
Talk to them.
Because we haven't had all this experience in marriage, but we've had experience in having uncomfortable conversations and understanding one another and listening to one another and dealing with complex situations. We've had that experience. We've had experiences in trying to figure out what's going on in our household, or what's going on in your heart, or what's going on in my heart. How do we get to the bottom of it? How do we fix this? How do we change this? How do we make you better? How do I care for your heart? How do I hold your heart gently? How do I pray for your soul? How do I love you for who you are? How do I care deeply for you? We know that. So we may not have 10 years of marriage, but we understand how God works in relationships. We understand that God is number one, and if you rely on God and if you seek wise counsel, then you're good. So to answer your question about, or not even a question, because y'all not asking questions, y'all just saying what y'all know. It's so many broken people. It's so many broken people out there delivering these messages from God, and it's so many broken people receiving these messages from God, and then living a life feeling like they've been uplifted and filled up by the Spirit. But that wasn't a spirit of God, because God doesn't send His people to ridicule other people about the work that He has done in their lives. So what we're going to do is just pray for the broken people delivering broken messages to other broken people, so that the world cannot be broken and it can be healed. Right? So we just wanted to kind of address that.
We didn't address it. You addressed it. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
We're gonna pray for you, sis, and you too, brother.
So with that being said, we do provide coaching, and we do facilitating for couples, married couples. We'll do it with anyone, to be honest with you. But me personally, I'll say this for me: I prefer people that are dating and people that are engaged versus people that are married. We do have something to offer people that are married. However, I think that our strongest suit is the foundation that we've created before we got married.
Right.
I base our relationship off of the reason why I know that we have a strong foundation and that we can give other people information on how to get a strong foundation is, first of all, this entire relationship is deeply rooted in God.
Yes.
God had his hand in this from day one. From day one, God has had something to do with this.
Yes.
One of the other things is that I can tell that we are constantly growing by the amount of uncomfortable conversations we have.
Yes.
And we have uncomfortable conversations
at least once a week.
Yes.
At least.
Weekly.
At least once a week, not a month. At least once a week.
And funny enough is that, you know, they're uncomfortable all the time, but they get less and less uncomfortable, which means that it makes me feel like I can come and talk to my wife about anything. But you'll be surprised about how many people don't have these conversations.
Right.
Some of these people don't know their deepest, darkest secrets of their partners.
Right.
You know, and this is someone that you're planning on marrying. You know, these issues or whatever they're hiding is going to come up somehow, some way. So it's best for you to deal with those before you get married,
right.
Even before you get engaged. So with that being said, we do offer that service. You can also send an email to Defend Love Always about that as well. Yeah, defendlovealways@gmail.com.
And go get your Defend Love Always signature shirt. We have a
black on black on black. Hey, black on black on black.
And we have a couple of rain jackets left. They will not be on the site for long.
Yeah.
We're doing an exclusive item every month or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, whenever we feel like
putting up. The rain jackets, they almost sold out. We probably got like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 left.
Make sure you share this video and let people know that we are giving solid advice. We are here to coach.
Yes.
And we keep it real.
Yes.
No filter, no filler. And that's it. I'm done. I'm ready to eat.
You ready to eat?
I'm ready to eat.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Get some of this Mac with the pickle breath. No. Get some of this Mac.
I don't want none of the
Get some of this Mac.
None of the Mac.
Come on.
No. Cut it off.